Minasan, welcome to the first round of Indie Cross research from MORO channel. This seems to be extremely popular because this was recommended in the comments by Sebastian Quintero 4220. One of my viewers recommended this. Apparently, this was made in 2023 and got over 5 million views. Got over 5 million views, episode 1. Episode 2 came out a couple of weeks ago and got over 3 million views. So this is a pretty big thing. Apparently, from what I understand, it's using an engine from Friday Night Funkin' to do all this, and contains, I guess, various types of indie characters. So I'm not sure where this is gonna go. It's 2 episodes long so far. But we're gonna check it out and see where this goes. If it's anything like Skibidi Toilet, that'll be pretty awesome. You know, in terms of using video game assets and everything and repurposing them to tell a story. I mean, it's a tried and true YouTube type of thing, machinima, dead fantasy, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm glad to see this type of content is still growing strong. So. Along with my thoughts after the research, got my 3 scenes of interest. So call to action: comment, like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell, and let us begin the research. Be sure to check head on over to MORO's channel. The link's in the description down below. MORO Productions. SYOSETSU. Alright, so we got Shovel Knight, Cuphead, Celeste, Hollow Knight, and Undertale. I played 3 of those 5. Well, that's cool. So this is what. Certainly stay vigilant, as I have a bad feeling about this. You and your Star Wars references. Shield Knight and Shovel Knight. He gets zapped in. Oh, okay. We switched up. And he speaks. Or at least he grunts. Shovel Knight. Okay, he didn't speak, he just grunted. He speaks in Blade Strangers. Okay. Took out a whole mountain. The fighting is pretty good. The animation is nice. The video game mechanics are really present from Shovel Knight. I like some of the attacks tend to have like pixelated squares popping out. Oh, he's done for.
Hey, big guy, over here.
Cuphead.
I'm gonna level with you. I'm surprised it doesn't. Miguel.
Who's voicing him? This sounds pretty good. Well, he was tough. I like that the wind is blowing his straw. This feels like Smash Brothers, World of Light. I feel like I'm watching this right now. Frisk. Undertale. Oh, am I gonna get spoiled from? No, I shouldn't get spoiled. Celeste and Undertale, I shouldn't get it. I hope not.
It's too much, stranger. Their forces grow in volume. We're simply no match.
Clearly you've never rodeo with a Cupmeister. I only just got here. Ditching this joint without a question on my mind.
Retreat. A perfect suggestion, valiant talking flask.
Grab him by the handle.
Now is not the time for big talk, magic flask.
I'm a cop.
A fountain of different offerings is still a fountain.
You don't get around much, do you?
Alright, it's got a good sense of humor there.
Return to position. Focus on fighting the rogues. We don't have much time.
Shovel Knight. I got the bad ending. I gotta play it again, get the good ending. Oh. Frisk took care of the job. Oh. Took out the Hollow Knight. Knight, of course, he wakes up in the bench.
I could have blown their heinies to Kingdom Come if you hadn't dragged me.
It's too dangerous to fight them. They outsize us. Plenty against a couple. What logic is going against simple math?
Well, let me think. 2 bozos against a bad guy equals fat chance of a loss.
You disgrace the almighty math in vain?
Yeah, well, your almighty could shove it. I'm taking on bigger and badder than this.
That's so easy to say. Until you know what foes you're up against. Something you clearly don't know yet.
Well, hold on. How do I know you're not just some phony baloney, huh?
I just saved you.
Yeah, to have the fun in killing me all to yourself.
You think of me so lowly. I understand. This army does not signify vain nor malice. It's a sworn oath to combat the great evil ahead.
This
If I
dialogue.
thought you evil, I would have slain you right where you stand.
Oh, so you think you have the higher ground? Think you can just slay me right here?
Whimsical flask. Friend.
Whimsical
I don't mean to
flask?
alarm you, but you don't have any valor.
Oh, you don't just get to call me a friend and put up a fight like that.
It's a fight you're wanting with me.
It's a fight you're gonna get if you don't quit flapping your lips.
See through me all you must. But
Oh, that
it's
was
you who I
nice.
saved. It is
That
you
he's
who
walking
needs
with his head
saving.
like that.
It is I that will do my bidding.
Stand down.
I'm afraid you'll have to remove my legs if you expect me to kneel, stranger.
The name's Cuphead, and you're crossing the line.
Cross it, foe!
All right, you ding-dong.
Absent-minded buffoon!
Goofball.
Magic flash!
Madeline.
I have so many questions. Oh, hello! You startled me a bit there.
I'm going to
Do
kill you.
happen to know where
Wait, which route is he taking? The good route or the bad route?
I don't know who you are or what you want, so can you please just lower the knife so we can talk this out? You know
Get
what?
in there.
I'll just wait here until they...
Oh my gosh, that's insane. Oh man. Yeah, this is a great setup. You know, all the characters' personalities are distinct and everything here at the halfway point. I really I mean I'm trying to I haven't played Celeste and Undertale. I played Deltarune though, but I gotta get into both of these games. Oh my gosh. How you say? it's the characters' personalities are very well executed so far. I'm liking what I'm seeing. The animation is very good. Uh, 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 the fighting is very well choreographed, and the plot, the mystery of who's bringing them in, is really got me intrigued so far. It got me intrigued so far. Let's see what further we got to go. I don't think he's dead.
That was quite excessive, don't you think?
Mmm. Wow, just putting all their movesets on display, their in-game movesets.
I don't know, Madeline. It was a split-second decision.
Now we'll never know if they survived. But to be fair, they were chasing me with a knife. I don't think they had good intentions.
Let's not worry about it now and keep moving. We don't want to stay here any longer than we have to. Do you hear that?
What is it?
Night. He's just like, yeah.
Arms down, little cup. It's finished.
Put him up. I'm not done yet.
Fighting is futile in your current condition.
But no, you're right. I'm done for. Before you take me down, tell Elder Kettle and Muggsy it was me who broke the picket fence.
What?
But it wouldn't have happened if my brother handed over the stupid yo-yo. It was all, oh, Cuphead, you've been using it for hours. It's my turn. And I'm like, well, you used it.
He just went to a weird
I
place.
can't think of one right now, but you definitely used it. And I...
There.
Hey, what gives?
If I were to kill you, I would have done it now, my friend.
But you look pretty hit up yourself, Chief.
This Elder Kettle and Muggsy. Excuse me?
Oh, no, don't mind me.
You seem to embolden mighty strength for who you would consider as family. My wounds still carry, but your life depends on remaining stronger. For Elder Kettle and Muggsy. Okay, what is this? What brings you merry and jolly?
You wouldn't understand. So where'd you get moves like that anyway? Bringing it in with a right hook out of nowhere like Kablowie!
Ha ha! Young Cup, a knight never gives away his secrets.
But you're going to anyway,
All
right?
right, here's my secret. I've been trained in ancient sorcery for many a time from young, and it all comes from this shovel.
Jimmy Jam Jones, that shovel's really something.
I had not been alone in training either. Many of my compadres trained alongside our stead, preparing for a future to protect our people and save the distressed.
What a weird use of shovels. Back where I came from, we used those to pick up vegetables, dig holes, and bury the deceased.
Shall we move forward? We need to find safety.
Is that offer or something? I hope it wasn't too
I'm
You-
sure you must be missing your family, Elder Kettle and Muggsy. Great heavens, is that not his name? Ye jester of yonder, I will smite you down.
I'm here to kill you. Are you ready to die? No, I'm not ready to die yet. I just want to stare at you. Okay. I guess you two are ready to die. Yeah, we're ready to die. Very well then. Are you impressed? Now I'm gonna have to get into Undertale. Frisk is looking awesome right now. Oh! The knight. Wall clutcher. Oh. Oh, he's dead.
Initiating recall command for all drones. Repeat, all drones return to position immediately.
There's a child with a knife trying to kill me. Yo, you're already dead. Oh.
Excuse me? We're not hostile. We're just looking for a way out of this place. Think you can help us out?
My powers are very limited in this current state. If you wish to get out of here, you need...
Watch out!
Yo, Frisk is in a whole nother world here.
Are you alright?
Oh. Okay, that was a good end. Man, good job, MORO Productions. Will the game's Ryan, so he voiced both characters. That's pretty cool. Cuphead and Shovel Knight. Yeah, the pixel art was pretty good. That is pretty fun pixel art. The artwork is actually good. Oh, any post-credit scene? No. Oh. Well, that was a fun start to a very interesting series. Although I wish it wouldn't take 2 years to do. This was back in, well, it said 1 year ago, but the date says 2023, but that's kind of weird. It says, but it premiered May 19th, 2023. But it claims to be a year ago, according to YouTube. I think they got their wires crossed or something. I don't know. Yeah, May 19th. Yeah, we haven't hit the second. I guess it's not 2 years old yet, as of now. So, okay, well, either way, it was made 2 years ago, 2023. So yeah, don't do this every 2 years. Don't make us wait on this, okay? Because this is actually pretty solid. This is pretty solid, and it's it's got great potential. The characters were very good. The music was good. The premise is still not clear, especially with the way it ended. It's not clearly defined, like the plot and everything. I mean, we're caught in a meetup phase type of thing. We're caught up in that meetup phase type of thing. So, hopefully, episode 2 will move the story along to somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't just trap a, it doesn't string us along with no plot or something. No clearly defined plot or anything. It's just gonna be them fighting, like in Dead Fantasy. I hope not, because we got some. I don't want sympathetic villains either, but we saw too. So I just got my fingers crossed. Oh, excuse me. I just have my fingers crossed that we'll get something good out of this in episode 2. So my first scene of interest was the switch up, changing from pixel animation to this animation, because as I had pointed out, there was the days of machinima. You had Dead Fantasy using actual video game assets. Even now, we've got like Skibidi Toilet using Half-Life assets, video game assets to create, this type of content. But to go from pixel art to hand-drawn art, that was actually pretty awesome. That was a great change of pace. It reminded me of Captain N, the Game Master. The way that the story, like we had the real world, Kevin in the real world, and then he got zapped in. Of course, it's got to be, animated. But they included in here the little aesthetics, like the pixelation. They animated the pixelation just like they did in Captain N. Really give it all the video game mechanics. Most importantly, bringing everyone together. All the characters from different video game worlds directly into this. Not unlike Captain N, where Silent Belma came from Castlevania, Mega Man came from Mega Land, Kid Icarus came from the Angel Land, and rallied around to team up to take on Mother Brain, Eggplant Wizard, and King Hippo. I'm sure a lot of you youngsters are like, what the heck are you talking about? What you smoking? Get off the ganja. Got that strong stuff going there. So no, switching over to this animation and then seeing these indie characters coming together definitely reminded me of Captain and the Game Master. Except that in Captain and the Game Master, the heroes didn't fight each other. No, actually, didn't they fight each other when Kevin arrived? I think they did. When Kevin first arrived, they were fighting him a bit because he, they thought he was an infiltrator. So that makes sense. What happened here makes sense because they're all meeting up for the first time. Yeah. So in terms of meetups, is my second scene of interest is the way that they all meet each other, and it's a great variety. Saying it wasn't just like what happened in Avengers when Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America all just dropped in and then they fought each other into a standstill. Saying I think it was Captain America and Iron Man fighting each other, and Thor pops in and breaks up the fight and such. Here, everybody is splintered off and meeting in different circumstances. Cuphead meets Shovel Knight, and then they both start fighting each other in an epic fight. And then here we got Frisk meeting Madeline, and they have a little fight. Of course, when Hollow Knight himself, just plain Knight as he's called. You got two Knights. Hollow Knight and Shovel Knight is fine. Call him Hollow Knight to compliment Shovel Knight is perfectly fine. But anyway, it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting because you get to see how the characters interact with each other in different ways. and how they communicate and with each other. As you can see, Frisk communicates by merely stabbing. He communicates by merely stabbing everybody, at sight. This is pretty hilarious. He almost killed Hollow Knight, and then he hunted down Madeline, and ultimately he gets his own epic fight. But in terms of having the characters meet each other, and then you get to see their personalities flourish. You get a full understanding of what type of characters they are, and they do match up with their video game counterparts. Their actual video game counterparts, which is pretty solid. They stayed on point, and we get to see them use their powers on display, their combat capabilities, and so on. Just like in the video games, it was very spot on and pretty fun to witness. So with that said, they had Frisk goes into his epic fight, which ultimately leads to my third scene of interest, and that is his kill. When he kills off the characters, he kills off the enemies that were chasing him down. At first it looked like he was as good as dead. But he successfully took them all down. And it's pretty brutal how he did it. He just took everyone down, and then the big boss is like, what happened? Just fell apart and turned into this weird looking little being here, which is kind of weird because now all of a sudden the character's acting like a good guy. So this is what's kind of throwing me off in terms of the plot and everything, because it should already be dead. It's still alive somehow, and it ended up being over at Madeline and Hollow Knight's side, while Shovel Knight and Cuphead are, saying like, where are they going with this is what I'm saying, because this is supposed to be the bad guy. It attacked everybody, and Frisk responded to that by attacking them, and I'm very confused. You can't just bring in a villain and then heel turn it almost immediately. I'm sure episode 2 will clear it all out and everything and clarify the whole situation, but you gotta have a clear defined villain and no sympathetic villain. It's being done to death in storytelling. I've been feeling that recently. It's like, oh, I killed 100,000 people, but I had a bad childhood. It's like, no, you can't go there with that. Now, I don't know what the motive is, but what I do know is that Shovel Knight is a hero. Cuphead got himself in trouble. Madeline has mental issues. Hollow Knight is a good guy, just like Shovel Knight. He's out to save the world. And Frisk is also got mental issues. In a sense, that's actually an interesting dynamic. You have two characters with mental issues, two characters with heroic edicts, and then you got Cuphead in the middle, who made the deal with the devil. I kind of tapered off on that one when I just suddenly realized what we got teamed up here. But nevertheless, this character suddenly started turning sympathetic in the eyes of Madeline and Hollow Knight, and I don't really like that. Just give me a villain, give me a villain who just wants to do bad, and just get the heroes to fight bad. I don't want to sympathize with a villain. Villains do bad things. Bad things, bad things that happen to them does not justify them doing bad things to other people. You gotta do your villains right. So I'm hoping episode 2 really leans into that yellow character, into being a villain, and stays a villain and does villain things. No sympathetic stuff. Say no gray area. Please, no gray area. But overall, episode 1 was a great start. You know, it's still a great start. Hopefully, episode 2, we'll see where that goes. And hopefully Frisco will be back, because Frisco was a total badass. just walked in a straight line with a knife in hand and shank. gave no F's to anybody walking around him. So head on over to Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com and grab yourself a copy of The Impossible Man, a strange fantasy novel written by me. You'll find links to the book down in the description below, along with links to other merch such as pins, stickers, t-shirts, music. Enjoy the products. Thank you for your patronage. And if you happen to have a copy of my novel and did a YouTube video on the lore or book analysis, thank you very much. I look forward to hearing your thoughts. And if you're interested, you could join me on my live multi-stream on Twitch and Kick every Monday through Thursday, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I do lore research, cultural studies, gaming, and more. I look forward to hanging out with you. So until the next round of Indie Cross research, thank you all for joining me, and I wish you all a good night. Buenas noches, and oyasumi nasai.